Ho ho ho! Santa here, and I've got a jolly message for all my favorite shoppers. This holiday season, make your sleigh stop at our surplus products for you online store. We've got a full line of Lamar fashion goodies that'll make your gift list sparkle. Brand new women's bras, stylish handbags, and trendy backpacks that are perfect for the fashionistas in your life. And don't forget your furry friends. Pumpkin's full line of cozy dog beds is in stock and ready to ship, just in time to tuck your pup in for a warm Christmas morning nap. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Whether you're shopping early or sliding in just before Christmas Eve, Surplus Products for You has something for everyone on your list. So dash on over, beat the holiday rush, and let my elves at surplusproductsforyou.com help you slay the season.
Hello, world, and this is Talkin Live. We got a special guest up here today. Look at Dr. Now some of the pumpkin stuff. Go ahead.
Now, let's get ready. You are Talkin Live with Lamar Bearden.
All right, we're going to have some special Christmas gifts here for people to buy products for you. Surplus products for you. And we would like for you to be sure you look at our website and check it out. And we're accumulating stuff to put on there. But today, of course, we know that it's election day. We got Mandani up in New York running for mayor. And then we got this Republican. He should have bowed out. They didn't have a chance up there doing anything. So I'd put my bid on the last governor, would y'all? I'd hope you would, because he's a little screwy, but he's better than what we got running against him. Mandani, it seems to me that New York has let all the nuts out because they're voting up there out of the crazy houses, They're up there voting for Mandani. Could it be that they're sick in the head just like him? Or they're just trying to get a free ride? Or what is the purpose of voting for someone that says he's going to give you free government grocery stores? He's going to give you, give, and y'all say, my name is Jimmy. I'll take all you can give me. That's what the New York's saying. That's what the people in New York are saying. My name is Jimmy. We'll take all you can give me. It's free. I mean, I think sometimes everybody up there, except the businesses up there, are out of their mind when it comes to thinking that you can see those businesses up there that pay the taxes in New York. They got sense enough to know that this ain't going to work. And I'm going to tell you, when he gets elected, he's going to figure it out himself. He just probably doing that to get your votes. He no intention whatsoever. He just want to get in there and mayor, socialist, communist, what he is. And we got people standing in line like hogs going to the slop to vote. I mean, unbelievable that they would vote for this man. I mean, the guy, the Republican candidate, I wish he'd have backed off. There's not enough Republicans up there for him to get elected, or that would elect him for New York City.
It really wouldn't have mattered, because they would have just stayed home instead of voting for.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they know he ain't going to win, so maybe a few of them would vote for Mandami's, his competition. And I'm just like Donald Trump. I'd rather have Como than to have Madani. I mean, my mother always said, you take two politicians and you put them in a sack and you shake them and they both fall out at the same time. That's what my mother always said about politicians, because they're basically the same kind of people.
She was before her time.
Yeah, she didn't realize that. She was 92 when she died. And she could tell you a lot of things about how America and my daddy went through the Depression. I could tell you a lot. And you know, people today, they'll say, oh, that old so-and-so, they're old, they're stingy. And, well, they went through that Depression and they got that in them, and they don't want to release that money because they was such a saver back in those days, saving their money during the Depression, and that just growed in them because they was having such a hard time. They didn't holler, we need food stamps. They didn't even, nobody even think of some food stamps. In the Depression, you had to get in a soup line, and all that kind of stuff. And see, that's what the Democrats want us to be, in a soup line. They want us to be indebted to them. That's what they're looking for us to. That Obamacare ain't worth a crap. I ain't never seen nothing when it comes to health insurance without a Spanish or come from a other country. I had never seen any good health insurance.
No.
I mean, the invaders are the one that get the good deal, and Americans are getting the shaft. And then they want to blame Donald Trump for it. You know, they want to blame him for it and all that stuff. They just, yeah, go ahead.
My son tried doing the Obamacare, and there was just an unrealistic amount of a single young guy, and it just was unaffordable. It wasn't really insurance like we all have. It's just more of a discount plan. It was ridiculous.
Wonder how much Obama got out of that plan.
Couple of states worth.
I mean, how much did the insurance companies give him to start that garbage? And I was listening to TikTok today, and it was talking about all these politicians, how much money they got for them companies to move overseas. To get them to move overseas, they wanted to move overseas, relax the rules so they could move overseas, the politicians, you know. But we're trying to get them back out of other countries, get the manufacturing over here. Surely we need to get our medicine manufactured over here. I mean, who would think that your enemy would mess up your medicine? These politicians don't look at it that way. They just look at the dollar sign, you know. They want the money. Want the money, honey. I don't care about who dies or who sinks or who drowns. You know, they don't care. I mean, and Donald Trump, now President Trump, I'm going to call him president today. Now, he is out there blowing up these drugs, submarines and all that stuff, and taking on too much, I think, at one time. I think he should have put off maybe building a ballroom, but I see he's still concentrating on American people getting us a good deal. Everybody said, well, he's going to get, the rich are going to get these deals, and Donald Trump's going to, he ain't doing nothing except for his rich friends. How about these Google people, these YouTube, the eBay and all these? They got a good deal. They're rich.
Only deal I got was a raw deal.
Yeah, raw deal from Lucille. Oh, was it Democrats? Yeah, and it just kills me to think that there's 42 million people on welfare. I just don't get it. I mean, are those 42 million people the one that crawled under the fence and come over the wall?
No, it's people who learn how to play the system and do as little work as possible to get stuff for free so that they don't have to keep working as hard.
Okay, this is what I would do. If I wanted to give American people Medicaid, okay, I'd cut off all the deadbeats and I'd give the Social Security a raise, not $1 or $2 on the I ain't talking about $1 or $2. I'm talking about maybe $500 raise to these people living on a fixed income. And then I would supply them with the health care that they needed at a plan they could afford. I'd make the insurance companies bow down to the American people and say, well, we're rich enough, we want to go ahead and help you now. I hate a commercial when I see it and it says, we care about you, and you can get life insurance as low as $9 a month. And we don't want you to be out there thrown in a ditch. That's the biggest sales pitch I've heard in my life. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's, and you call those places and it does end up being what they say, and it's just ridiculous.
And all these government stores in New York is going to be overrun. They won't be able to keep them in stock. Stupid, ignorant man.
With the food nights now, it's just a foreshadowing of what's to come with the people around the block for a mile trying to get food. That's just foreshadowing.
Well, it's about like the insurance company saying, I want to make sure you are taken care of at $9 or something a month. It's like these preachers selling seeds, all that stuff. That's kind of false. False. It's all false. It's not real. I mean, Rod Sterling made a lot of crazy shows. Boy, he could write a bunch now, couldn't he? And it's unbelievable the way that our system has got so far away from what's right and wrong. Food stamps was to help the people that are poor. And I've said it 100 times. My sister, she draws $900 a month. She got a whole $20 a month in food stamps. She worked till she's 75-year-old, and they give her $20 worth of food stamp. Oh, you got your house paid for. But of course, she is paying taxes on it and insurance and all that. So really, she didn't have her house paid for. And we want to help you. We want to make sure that you're took care of in your old age. That's what they did in Germany. They took care of the old people. They put them in gas chambers. They lined them up against walls and shot them dead. And that's what makes me mad at older people today. The dream that these Democrats is going to give them more than they need. When they're wanting to take $1 trillion something out of our tax dollars for Medicare, Medicaid, probably prescription drugs and, and health care and all this stuff that you don't deserve because you're an American. You worked hard for what you got, and you don't deserve it. but they do. They do. That's why the government shut down. Our government, and run by the Republican Party, don't want to give people money here and insurance and all this stuff, food that's never been here. They're here illegal. They have no rights. I don't see where in the Constitution that a guy that comes across the border and invades our country has any rights. Where do you get this? You Democratic, hypocrite, and hard-hearted, demon-possessed judges trying to block everything that's good? How you got in there because you was just as sorry as the Democrats. That's how you got in there. They made sure you as sorry as they are, and that's before they put you in there. I mean, that's the way it seems. I mean, Donald Trump's trying to get these millions of people out of this country to better our country and better, our people that live here, and trying to save money from giving it to all these other countries. Now, I know that things are not good today. I know groceries are not good. Because the Democrats would not let the oil companies make enough diesel to get the price down, which is still too high. It's cheaper to make diesel than it is gasoline. That is the reason our food prices are so high. It ain't just the tariff. And God help the farmers that are growing soybean and everything that China or whatever country that will buy from our farmers. And, we have enough land, we have enough resources to supply the farmers the material, the fertilizer and everything at a good price to help them grow food and vegetables for this country, so we don't have to depend on Mexico. We don't have to depend on Canada. We don't have to depend on China. We have the resources, but we've been sold out to other countries. We have been sold out. America has been sold out so much they don't even know how to get back into gear. They have. We've been sold out so many times on different things like these. This raw earth, rare. It's raw and it's rare. It comes out of the ground, so that makes it raw. If I remember right, the technology that China got with rare earths came from here, our country. This guy that's making these, a $5 trillion company is making chips now, is having to be banned to send stuff like that to other country. See, these guys that's got all these money, I'm talking about Democrats, and all Republicans, because we're all broke. We're broke, and the Democrats made sure of it. Basically, we are not, as Republicans, we're not broke, but what I'm getting at, to make these people more money and hoard the money, and make Elon Musk trillionaire, make everybody a trillionaire, and that's what Google and all the rest of them, YouTube, Facebook, and all, that's their goal too, to get as much money and be as rich as they can get. I mean, see, you could take Elon Musk, he's a dreamer. And his dreams are things that he can make come true. And he started out, well, he wasn't rich. Maybe he was. But he got to this point where he's got plenty. He don't waste his money either. I mean, we got Bill Gates buying up all this farmland. For what reason? I thought he was in the electronics. I didn't know he was in the farming business. What's his purpose to buy up all this land? Now, he's rich. Go after him and get that money to get for these invaders. Go after Google. Go after your YouTube. Go after all these big corporations that let the media, the garbage, go out on there. Now, you can't even watch nothing on TikTok or anything where you don't know where it's real or not. You don't even know where it's real. And people that hate Trump, they swallow it like a hog eating slop. They don't, and they don't even know whether it's true or not, but they eat it up because somebody put up something and said this and said that. Donald Trump ain't no criminal. How could he be a criminal? You're not backing him up. You only back criminals. Where's your votes for Donald Trump, Democrats? Where's your help for Donald Trump? You like criminals and you say he ought to be locked up. Where is that you love so much a criminal so you don't want them out of the country? So you ought to love Donald Trump if he's a criminal. He ain't a criminal. He's just somebody got in office and seen how that we've been taken to the cleaners so many times. That's who Donald Trump is. And he's going to profit from being a president. Biden needed when, he wasn't worth no money. He never was worth anything, but he didn't have all that much money. Now the sucker's a multimillionaire. Obama didn't have, I think his assets were $300,000 when he got in there. Now you got a place up in Mount Tucket or up in up north on the beach where the flood, all this environment is all the ice is going to melt, and he's going to have to swim to work and swim home and all that because he's all for them solar panels and all that Green New Deal. We ain't gonna be around. I tell you what, when the time comes, you remember the world got flooded before, and it rained 40 days, 40 nights. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna rain again, but there ain't gonna be water. And all these people that's got all this money ain't gonna mean nothing. Cheney, his company offered me a contract, recycling drill batteries all over the world. I turned it down because I know they couldn't handle it. Because people are not dependable no more. And, I never liked Cheney anyway, so I like some of them, Ronald Reagan, and I liked some of the, Clinton. I liked the way he handled the economy. I think it was great. I liked the way that Jimmy Carter freed all them hostages and over it.
What?
Iran. No, I know he didn't free them. He's the one who got them stuck over. But, all the presidents are not perfect. All of them are that. And you remember that
St. Ronnie was.
McDanny, he's honest. He's going to bless New York real good. He's going to give them all them groceries free. How many trucks is it going to take to fill up New York city's free grocery stores?
It'll be like all the sci-fis of the Escape from New York.
Well, you think all them trucks they're trying to give to Palestine, which they deserve that food. I think so. But all them trucks is backed up, and you see how fast that disappears. You see all this food they drop into Africa and all that, how it disappears. And do you think, 12 million people in New York and 42 million on food stamps in New York? But it's said that it is 12 million up there, right? Is it 12 million?
I've never heard.
Well, last I heard it's 12 million. And there's millions of them moving out. That's why California lost a lot of people, too, moving out. Hollywood lost a lot of people from being movie stars moving to Atlanta. What's going on in California and New York? Why is everybody fleeing for their life?
19 million.
19 million. Oh. It went up. Does that count the immigrants?
That's just the metro.
That's metro. Okay. How can anybody live in that rat race anyway? But I'll tell you one thing. If we have my Donnie, you trucking company, get ready. Because you're going to make a lot of money moving all them groceries up to New York City. God bless you.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin Live Show presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin Live TV broadcast studio, EPB Fiber Optics, or by this network or its management. Stand out with our exclusive backpack, proudly showcasing the one-of-a-kind Lamar Fashions logo, blending style and distinction into every design. Available in white or black, our backpack is lightweight and comfortable for your optimal comfort and shoulder fit. The main pocket inside can store daily necessities and contains a protective sleeve to hold your laptop along with interior pockets for storing valuables. With its classic shape, this backpack is perfect for business travel, laptop soft case, or luggage bag for short trips, and will make a great gift for any age group. The two exterior side pockets can hold your water bottles or your mobile phone. Order yours today in black or white at surplusproductsforyou.com. That's surplusproductsforyou.com.